Ooh, hello all, Seriously's here, back for some more Rebuilding a Legacy. We're at the settlement. Look at this. We got a water tower right beside our door. We should be able to find a place real easy, right? No. No. We have a water tower over there. And then behind that, we have another water. We've got 3 water towers. It is what it is. We currently have an industrial unit building. I think it actually needs some materials. Let's go put them in. We're running low on stuff to build. We're going to be ready to build into the settlement soon, but not yet. Oh, 30 whole seconds to wait here. I don't remember what we need to put into this for part 2. Whee! So let's jump into the air. Let this gravity disturbance break our ankles. There we go. Alright, ready to go? 99%. And what do you want? Carbon nanotubes or something? Metal plating. We got 3 metal plating. There you go. That should take 20 minutes, but that is not the final fit out. It would say final fit out here somewhere. But so there's a third step in 20 minutes. Maybe we'll finish that today. We are going to do some building down at the waterfront, and I'll show you what we've done between episodes. Got the staircase put in, and I've got some building parts to use as a palette to copy. Let's get in the building mode from here. So I can grab this, the color is set, and it'll copy that exact piece. Or this one here, or that tiny stair, or these stairs, or the half stairs, all of those kind of stairs with the colors set to the ones I want for this build. Don't have the wooden parts, but I've also put railings in, and we'll get to doing that right away because I have to put a railing in on this tiny staircase that I built going into this hut underneath the stairs. The hut's not done. We're going to finish that today too, and we're going to add some more huts and then maybe build some docks with wooden huts on the water, and that's the plan, since I'm not ready to go in there yet until the overseer's office is done adding buildings. We'll find out sometime, who knows when. Alright, so let's get on to here. Just want to get some nice centralized location for our build camera, and we'll go around the staircase here. So this is referred to as the Wire Tether Glitch, but don't let the word glitch fool you. This is super duper easy. Anyone can do this. It's just a matter of button pressing order. So we're going to go to our wooden parts, just because we want to use wood here. We're going to go to a short timber wall, and we're going to pick our part that we want to tether glitch. We don't need to turn off free placement or snap placement, that doesn't matter. What we're going to do is we're going to hit the Q button on PC to go to wire mode. If we're on this one here, it's the very last item there, toggle wire, right at the end of the top. So we hit that and we're in wire mode. Now we want to find somewhere on the stairs that we think is the center, side to side. It can be anywhere on the stair, as long as it's somewhere on here. So we're going to go... It doesn't have to be perfect, but the more perfect, the better. I want to go like one pixel to the right. Now we want to pull this down, and we want to hit the Q button again to go out of tether mode. So now we can place this anywhere we want, and it will be tethered to that wire that we dropped. So I want to place this such that it's about halfway down. Something like that, maybe. I want it to be straight with the stair slats. So maybe even one more. Something like that. Now we want snap placement turned on, and see how far up that's going? I do not want it there. So we're going to do this again. We're going to leave that one right where it is. Go back to the middle-ish. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we're going to go down past, past this one. Hit the Q button again, and I want to go down maybe this much more, something like that. You can see the color of these things changing as we're dragging this around. Don't worry too much about that. You know what? That's pretty good. Unfortunately, it's always going to be that high, so if we want this to be perfectly level where they meet up here, what we're going to have to do is go even lower, and they're not going to actually touch. So yeah, we're going to go one step lower even and see how that looks. And let's see if we can touch this. This doesn't have to go too much lower. I don't know. I think maybe the one I placed just now wasn't straight, because that looks straight with the stairs. Just a sec. There, but it does not look straight with the one that we've just placed. So I'm going to go a little bit to the right. We're going to delete that one and that one. And we're going to copy that and see how that looks. Pretty good. They don't perfectly meet, but the height is pretty good. I like that. I like that. Now, if we do the same thing, but first, actually, what I want to do is use this piece that has the proper color. I'm going to go down on the other side of that. Right there. And we're going to delete this. No, I want that middle piece in there for a moment. Just make sure this is the right color. And then let's put one here. And one there. It's touching the glass, but we're not going to be in that room very much. I don't think we're going to decorate the huts we built along this cliff. We're just going to add some huts so that they look populated. The huts in the village aren't very well decorated. They're just random placed items, so we don't have to make these look lived in. We just need to make them livable looking. So if we go into that room, can't fall now. Good, good. You can see there's a staircase here, a ladder. So that took a wire glitch to put in, and that one does need to be a timed wire glitch because those outdoor ladders need to be placed against something. They need to snap. You can't put them unless you wire glitch them in. So that's an actual wire glitch, not a tether glitch. Even though I did use the tether, I did a wire placement for it. I suppose I can show you what we were doing. Let's get out of here. Let's get my guy out of the way. Okay, so let's go down there with some floor. Oh, I picked a small floor, that's fine, okay. So that item is in here in this menu somewhere. Yeah, infrastructure ladder. So what you want to do is go to wire mode, pull it like that, and you need to press the Q button right as you place. There you go, and you can see how far back it placed from where my wire was. So I had to space that and time that perfectly several times to get it to go in where I wanted it. And if you look at these ladders, if you're doing this, the tether glitch is good to do, because if you pull it away from you like I did, if you were to pull it towards you, it would be backwards. So if we go look at that ladder, I'm not going to run onto this, I'm just going to target it and hit that E button there for climb ladder. It makes me grab this side, and you can see the difference on these ladder parts. It's flat, and there's a solid bar of color on the back. It's a square at the bottom of the rungs, and on this side it's rounded at the top, and it has the light in the middle. So that's the front side of your infrastructure ladders. Okay, we don't want that floor piece. Let's see about finishing that room down there. I think we just need some walls, and ones with windows would be nice maybe, so let's see what we can do. Get our color on here. Go to our legacy parts and see wooden window panel. Window facing that way. That's a huge window though. Sort of hoping we would have smaller gaps. I do have an idea. If we put, say, this in, we could also put in 2 of these. And then that there. Do you have to go up or can you not go down? Okay, you can't go down. So we need to go down first with, say, one of those. Oh, and then we need a floor. You can't snap that to a wall, short wall. Raised small paving snaps perfectly in the middle there. And we're going to put one up top. And we're going to copy that floor and snap to there. And then, oh no, I want to leave build. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to snap in one of these. We got to get our color back on though. To that top floor panel. That's okay. It's really dark. I guess it's the sun's behind the cliff. Let's go take a peek in person. I'm gonna try to jump the ladder here. Yeah. I like how that looks. We don't need more light from that side, so that can be a basic wall. Like that, and then we'll do no, go on that back angle there. Yeah, that works. It's gonna merge into the wall a bit. You know what we should do then is do that one there. Or we could do like upstairs and put that window in. That sort of looks neat. Let's see what kind of window options we have here on the window piece. Window pieces, I mean. No, that's too big of a window. Isn't there? Oh. No. No. That's interesting, but no. Ditto. What about this one? Come on, snap. There we go. That's not too shabby. No, it's going to be behind the other stone wall if we go that way. Okay, let's go there. Oh, that wall is not in the right spot. Okay. There we go. I thought something looked a bit off with that. Alright, that's nice. We can get rid of this one down here now, and unless we're going to snap another one of these glass windows, you know what? Let's just do that now. We can get rid of that floor. There we go. Now we should be able to snap anything we want, like another one of these in here if we want. I don't know that that's what we want. How does that look there with both in? Of course, it's nighttime. I waited in-game to start recording until morning had dawned. We started at like 7 a.m. It's too big. It's good, but I don't like it. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that piece. I'm gonna target on the right thing. No, that's the window. That's the other window. There we go. Let's see. No, I don't want a door there. We're just gonna go with the same pieces. It'll work. And the reason that two of these can snap in, but not one of the long ones, is because the center point for these things that I'm snapping, whoops. Oh, nuts. Let me target just that. The center point that I'm snapping these things into is not in the middle, it's in the court. Come on, why won't you snap there? Something already snapped to that piece? Or is that not the right height? Yeah, that's too tall for some reason. What is it snapping to? Yeah, it still won't go in here for some reason. That is bizarre. Well, I guess scratch what I said. It should work. Alright. The thing we can try then instead is move this one back. Get rid of the wooden piece here. If we can target it. There we go. And we can put in, just want to double check our color, make sure it's still, yeah, we're still gold on beige and yellow. We can put in these half arches instead. No, we can't. Yeah, this piece, it's above. It's this piece above that's blocking it. For some reason, the angle pieces are problematic. Okay. In that case, we will find something else. You know, let me look in the regular wooden parts. What do we have? You know, something like this. Do we have one that's all window? That's close. You know what? That might look nice. I don't know. What do you think? We can get rid of the glass window now. If that is yeah, that was detracting from it. This looks a lot better already. You know, I think having differing parts helps. It makes it look a bit more ramshackle, which is what we want. So let's see what we can do for this wall over here then. I don't know. I don't know. But this is just what I've been doing between episodes, so I thought I'd bring you guys along for this. We're just trying to fit parts in, seeing what fits where, and what looks the best. All right, let's see. What about... there's no extra parts for that? Oh, this is the extra. No. Timber wall A, timber wall B. Not too bad. What if we do... how does that cap snap? Does it? There we go. Yeah, that could be a lot worse. Did we put a back wall on there? We did. Let's go take a look inside with our character. I like how it looks at night. I'm glad I put that light in there. We're going to have to light all of these things. It counts as an inside spot. Yeah, you know what? I like it a lot. All right, so that's the idea of what we're going to do here. What time is it? It is midnight, so we're going to have to suffer through the whole rest of the video with nighttime. It is pretty here. At least it's pretty at night, but... all right, let's find our colors again. Freighter color, beige and yellow. Get the wooden floor panel. Now, I've had to be very careful with these, building that up against the wall here, because any floor pieces you place up against this cliff will delete parts of the cliff, and they can be very hard to get back. So we don't want to go too close to the cliff with floor pieces if we can help it. What I'm thinking we're going to do for building floors into there, let's just build some walls to get over there. So you can see this one is going into the wall. If, for example, we were going to do a hut here on the water. Let's get one of those lights in here so we can see what we're doing. Where are they? Where'd it go? Lamppost. There we go. We would put in probably this or one of these. Is there a wooden flat roof? Yeah, flat timber roof like that as the floor. Now that does take quite a bit of extra height, so what we would probably do is delete that, get one of these, and I think you can snap roof pieces to the floors, to the walls. You don't need a floor. Yeah, see, like that. So we would snap that going down to the bottom. Something like that. And if we copy that and put that into the wall, you can see it didn't delete any of the ground. So we're going to have to use roof pieces as floor pieces for building into our cliff here, but I am okay with that. Even gives a nice little, this is part of the roof piece or on the bottom. Nice little foundation to your buildings. So that's cool. You know what? I'm sort of just happy with how that one is right there, right up against that. So let's find a nice roof for that one. Maybe something with a sail. If we can make it face the other way, please. Don't know why this rotation never works the way you want it to. Okay, well, something you can maybe try is to put one there. And there you go. You just wanted something else to snap to. And another roof we're going to need for the second piece there. Yeah, it's okay. What else we got, though? It's okay. We could look in other pieces here, like stone. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty neat. I like that. Let's get rid of our light. And then let's put the stone gable pieces. Is that what it said, gable? Stone roof gable. Yeah, sloping stone roof gable. Nicely merged in there. We need a door for this hut. So... oh, whoops. Yeah, like that. Made me realize I want the floor slats going like that. So let's delete this piece, and we're going to put in... are we even on the right color? We're probably not on the right color. Oh yeah, we are. Good. We'll put in one of these. It's got a hollow door, like a holographic, so it does light up, but that's okay. These can look sort of sci-fi. Actually, it does not light up that much. That's nice. Okay. But that's a huge window going like right into, oops, somebody's living room. Not super ideal. Alright, let's see what else we got for that front. Wooden front. Wooden frontage. X. Oh, where's the, yeah, extruded timber? Isn't there just one without glass? An extruded door? Timber frontage top, timber frontage. I like that timber frontage top, actually. How does that look there? That's the size window that I like. Yeah, that's sort of perfect. Okay, we'll go with that. It's still pretty open. You can still see the back. But we're going to get rid of that wall, too, by going with, again, I think stone. And we'll do something like that and turn it around. Can we go up or down with this? Yeah, up. There we go. Perfect. And it's morning. Just in time. Nice hut here. Okay, yeah, our dock is coming along. I thought we would get more done, but this took a lot longer than I wanted it to over here. But nice sunrise. And let's go down there to take a look. Let's go for a swim. Sploosh. Oh, you know what? Before we go today, I think we should fix that. I mean, it's not a fix necessarily, but it's something we could do. This piece here, we could color that flag by doing stuff like that. So what I want to do is find a piece like, say, one of these. Color it like that. Then we're going to go back to wood, roofs. Oh, there's the angle sail too. No, I like the drape sail. And we'll delete that, and we'll copy that right there. So that does also change the wood color. You know what we could do? Let's use that instead, maybe. Oh, yeah, you know what? That's a lot better. Gray wood, it all looks almost blue, but that's nice. And we still get a nice bright red on that flag somewhere and on the trim of the roof. I like that a lot. There we go. So it has begun. Our shelter, our shelter, our shelters for the settlement, our settlement shelters, our fishing village. Yeah, but that's it for today. Till next time, everybody. Have a good time.